Welcome to Doctor Advice. Today our topic is soft skills. After communication skills, two parts, communication 1, 2. We took a session on fluency. Fluency, 2 topics. Communication 2, fluency 2, 4. And LSRW skills 4. Total 8 finished. Today onwards, we take on classes on soft skills. What soft skills are? So soft skills are opposite of hard skills. Hard skills means computer related skills, technical skills are called hard skills. Soft skills means behavioral skills, communication skills, moral values, ethics, proactive skills, and arithmetic, reasoning, and logic. These are all called soft skills. Behavioral skills are called soft skills. Emotional quotient, EQ. Daniel Goleman wrote a book on EQ. IQ is known to everybody. If you do mathematics, you get command over IQ. What is EQ? Emotional quotient. It is the opposite of logic. It improves reasoning, analytical power, as well as your emotions, to control your emotions. EQ is also important. Apart from your IQ, EQ is also important. So these are all included in soft skills. Among all soft skills, first, self-introduction. To go to any job, whether it is government job or private job, from clerical job to the topmost jobs in the world, wherever you go, you are asked to introduce yourself. When you go for an interview, you are asked to introduce yourself. Why to introduce yourself? First, you question yourself. Why there is a question? Introduce yourself. Give your introduction. Give your self-introduction. Or say something about yourself. Or tell me something about yourself. When you go for an interview, the interviewer asks you, the very first question is, instead of your subject, instead of your emotions, instead of your knowledge, efficiency, everything, you are asked to say something about yourself. Why this question is asked? What is the reason behind it? The main reason is, the hidden reason is, it is unknown to known. Self-introduction means, what are the ways to ask a question like, tell me about yourself. It is the way to ask a question like this. Or introduce yourself. Say something about yourself. Or you give your brief introduction. So these are the questions given by the interviewer. It means that the reason is to familiarize an unknown person before facing the interview board members. You are unknown to that interviewer. You are unknown to interviewer. You are unknown to employer. You never face that man by this time. Until you go for interview, you never identified that man. You never looked at that person. You don't know the features of the person, the personality of the person. So he is unknown to you, as well as you are also unknown to that person. Both are unknown. That person is unknown to you, you are unknown to that person. So, to bring out the coordination or the cooperation or the communication between these two people, unknown interviewer, unknown interviewee. Interviewer means the person who is conducting interview is called interviewer. The person who is attending interview is called interviewee. These two people are unknown. Before attending interview, you are not known to this person. This person is not known to this person. So once you introduce yourself, interviewer understands, the interviewer identifies your strengths in your thirst area or related area. So it is the main reason behind it. To familiarize. It is nothing but like your resume. Resume is upgradation of biodata. Previously, educated people called it as a biodata form. When I was a student, there was a form, application form, it was called biodata form. So personal details, academic details, professional details, everything. But the format has been changed. It is called resume. The same. So it is your resume. Then you get a doubt. Already I submitted my resume to the interviewer. Then why he is asking me again to say something about the resume? The reason is your resume is in print form, whether it is mail or hard copy. It is in print form. You gave your details in your resume. Once you are asked to speak something about yourself, it is called your oral resume. To speak out your resume, to give explanation, to give stress or importance on important areas, those areas where you are strong. Oral explanation, oral presentation of your resume, oral presentation of your CV, oral presentation of your biodata is called self-introduction. Self-introduction means oral presentation of your biodata, oral presentation of your resume, oral presentation of your CV, curriculum vitae. These three are just similar one to another. Biodata was the ancient form, CV and resume are new forms, technical forms. Isn't it? To speak something about yourself, to present yourself, then how to present yourself? It is the question. How to introduce yourself? Just your 20 years, 30 years and 25 years, 30 years, 40 years of your life. How do you present within 1 minute? Within 2 minutes? Means to precise, to condense, to shorten information, to highlight where you are strong. First you begin with your name. How do you begin with your name? Better to begin with my name is. It is always preferable to begin with my name is. My name is Dr. Rao. My name is so and so. My name is the best sentence. How to begin your introduction, self-introduction? So when you are asked to introduce yourself, immediately you start with my name is, or slash. If you want to change it in other form, it is like I am Dr. Rao. I am is also accepted. My name is or I am. And some people say this is also accepted, but grammatically maybe or may not be it is corrected. But a little priority to this is. For things generally we do use this is. But English is a flexible language. Just you can use according to your situations. My name is or I am. Better to use these two phrases. My name is Dr. Rao or I am Dr. Rao. The first sentence very important. You should remember it. How do you begin your introduction, self-introduction? My name is or I am. First sentence is my name is or I am. Second is I am from. I am from. Actually, the complete sentence is I am coming from. But phrase or in spoken format, I am from. Don't use I am coming from. I am from. So speech is different format. So I am from. It is a phrase. I am from. I am from Hyderabad. I am from Bombay. I am from Delhi. I am from Kolkata. I am from this place. I am from that place. I am from Khammam. I am from Vijayawada. I am from Guntur. I am from Kurnool. Or I am from some other area. Warangal, Karimnagar, like it. Any area. It doesn't matter. I am from. First, my name is, I am from. These very important two sentences. My name is or I am from. First sentence is my name is. Second is I am from. Third sentence very important is your schooling. If you are a fresher graduate to apply for a job, any company, any place, so you don't have much academic exposure, much job experience. So you should focus on your school. So I did my schooling. Don't mention the number of schools. Highlight only one important school. I did my schooling so and so. I did my schooling. I did my schooling. And I have finished my BTech. Just now you have finished. Or I have finished my B Pharmacy. I have finished my graduation. I have finished my medicine course. I have finished my hotel management course. I have finished my whatever it may be, any course, any graduate course. Just to finish, I have finished. I have finished my nursing course. I have finished my schooling in so and so place. I have finished my graduation in so and so university in so and so place. This is third sentence. First sentence is my name is, or I am from. Second. Third is I completed my schooling. I completed my schooling. I have finished my graduation. 3 completed. Fourth important sentence is after graduation, major subject. So in graduation, in 4-year graduation or 3-year graduation, just you show some interest in one subject. You highlight that subject. I liked mathematics, or I liked this subject and that subject. Isn't it? It is very important. It is about fourth one. Fifth is about your project work. I did my project on so and so topic, in so and so company, in so and so industry, in so and so scientific organization. This is fifth one. This is fifth one. First, my name is. Second, I am from. Third, if it is possible or if it is necessary, if you want to highlight your parents and their profession, just add 1 or 2 sentences, not more than that. Otherwise, not necessary, because everything is there in your resume. Your resume gives complete information regarding to your details, personal details, academic details, professional details. Only highlight, give glimpses of your resume. That is important. And your project, isn't it? Your project is also very important. In between, if you attended any seminars, workshops and projects and any paper presentations, or did you get any certifications, any certificate course, have you done any certificate courses, just include those important courses. And the extra co-curricular activities, if you are good at extra co-curricular activities, just mention those if it is necessary. So this is your self-introduction. This is your self-introduction. First, your name. My name is. I am from. So I did my schooling. I have finished my graduation. When I was at school, just I was good at extra co-curricular activities. When I was at school, I was good at calligraphy and good handwriting. When I was at school, I was good at reading. When I was at school, I was good at public speaking. When I was at school, I was good at group or dynamism, group leader. Just I was a writer or something else. Just you mention a poet writer or whatever it may be. You mention if you have any like this. It is about your school. Focus on school. Only highlight the important topics. Isn't it? After that, Graduation. So out of all textbooks, one book likes you much, that you should mention. This topic is interested to me. I am interested to get postgraduate degree or doctorate degree in this area in further. I am eagerly waiting to improvise my skills in this area, in this thirst area. Then you show interest in it. So this is about fifth one. First one, my name is. Second is, I am from. Third is about your schooling. I did my schooling. Fourth is about your graduation. Fifth is about your major subject or your favorite subject in your graduation. All subjects are important, but one subject like you like most, that you should highlight. Fifth one. Sixth is about your project report. Your project. I did my project on so and so topic in so and so scientific organization. And seventh is about your seminars, your papers, and any clubs you included at graduate level. That also important. This is seventh one. Eighth point is about your hobbies. Eighth is about your hobbies. My hobbies. Don't say reading books, watching TV, listening to music. Unless you read 2 or 3 pages daily, or unless you read a book thoroughly, don't say reading a book. Reading books is my hobby. So concrete evidence is important for everything. If you collect quotations, show me your quotations. Immediately question will be asked. Show me quotations. How many quotations have you been collected by this time? You are ready to show it. This is 8th point. Important only. Important issues should be mentioned. If you are a singer, mention it. If you are a dancer, mention it. No problem. This is about 8th one. 9th point is about your attitude, your behavior, your patience, your hardworking nature, your commitment to your work. When you are in difficult positions, how do you handle your difficult positions? How do you overcome your failures? How do you overcome your problems? This is also very important. 10th is about your future goals, aims, ambitions. What do you want to become at the end? So, long-term goal, it is about long-term goal. 10th one is about your goals, achievable goals. These are the 10 points. 10 points in self-introduction are very important. 10 points, just like this. This finger shows my name is. Second finger shows I am from. Third finger shows I studied my schooling. Fourth finger shows I have finished my graduation. Fifth finger shows my favorite subject in graduation. Sixth finger shows my project. Where have you done your project? Seventh finger shows after your project. After your project, seventh finger shows your likes, dislikes, likes, dislikes, or after your project, likes and dislikes. Eighth finger shows your aim in life. Ninth finger shows your hobbies. What are your hobbies? Aim in life means short-term goal. Your lifelong goal, it is last one, 10th one, lifelong goal, long-term goal. Suppose you enter in teaching field. Your aim is to stay in the teaching until the last breath of your life, like Abdul Kalam. Actually, Abdul Kalam was a great teacher, even though scientist. After his retirement from scientific organizations, he started teaching to the student community. By taking class only, he lost his breath. That is a lifelong goal. Long-term goal, short-term goal. Goals are two types: short-term goal and a long-term goal. What is your short-term goal? What is your long-term goal? These should be included in your tell me about yourself round or self-introduction. Again, one more time, just I give it brief information. First, my name is. Second is about I am from. Third is about I did my schooling. Fourth is about I have finished my graduation. Fifth is about my favorite subject. Sixth is about my project work. Seventh is about my likes and dislikes or hobbies. Eighth is about your any related information like short-term goals or the way you handle the situations, difficult situations or horrible situations or problems. How can you handle problems? How can you overcome your problems? This is about 8th one. Ninth one is about your achievements, paper presentations, attending seminars, paper presentations, any achievements, you should mention all these things. 10th is about lifelong goal, lifetime goal, a long-term goal. Just keep it all this in your mind, at least 4 to 5 important areas. Sometimes it is not possible to present all these things in a short span. Try to edit anything which you like, change anything according to the situation. So if you are a fresh graduate, just you should speak like this. Suppose you are a researcher, a doctorate degree, just you include your research project also, or doctorate thesis also. So that is different. That is a different tasks. That pattern is different. If you are a graduate, just your aim is to introduce yourself. My name is so and so. I am from. I did my schooling. I did my college. So this is order to introduce yourself or to give self-introduction. Next week, I give my introduction, my self-introduction, what I am, where I am from. Isn't it? So this is about self-introduction, how to introduce yourself, or tell me something about yourself, or introduce yourself. What do? First you highlight these things. My name is, just I am from, my parents are, both my parents are like this. And I did my schooling, I have finished my graduation. And my favorite subject at graduation level is, and my project report is, I did my project so and so company, so and so organization. After that, I presented papers and attended seminars. After that, I like my likes and my dislikes, and including my hobbies. Only highlight important 1 or 2 hobbies. After that, short-term goals. And how do you handle stress? How do you overcome your problems? That is also you should highlight. Next is about your long-term goal, your lifelong goal, your achievement in life. That is your self-introduction, or tell me about yourself, or introduce yourself round. This is very important. Tell me about yourself. Change according to your situation. First, you prepare resume properly and underline important sentences from the resume. And you present those sentences only. In your resume, if you write down 20 to 30 sentences, 30 ideas, out of 30 you pick up any 15 to 20. If you write 40, pick up 20. If you write 30, you pick up 10 to 15 sentences. Just you narrate it in your own way. Mold it according to your situation. And present it with effectively, fluently. Then it is okay. Then interviewer understand what you are. When you introduce your name, okay, this person name is like this. You are from, where this man is from. Where did he study schooling? Where has he studied his college? What is his major subject? What is his research project? What is his likes and dislikes? What are his hobbies? How does he handle the stress, overwork stress? And attitude, this man's attitude. Whether the man is having proactive nature or reactive nature. Or likes and dislikes, hobbies. And short-term goals. As well as long-term goals. Academic as well as personal, both. Academic knowledge, personal, academic life, personal life. Even if you have experience, job experience, even professional life or experience life. And research. Suppose you did doctorate degree, you have personal history, academic history, and research history, as well as professional history, experience history. These are the things. According to it, you change, but the pattern is same. Thank you very much. Meet you again. Next topic. Next topic is about, I introduce myself, what I am, where I am from, what did I do, just what are my academic qualifications. So all videos are professional videos, not for time pass. Try to subscribe our channel and watch it and give your valuable information. It is very important for us, because I am not using American accent, American English or British English. I am using plain Indian English. I am using plain South Indian English. Like the world's best people use their own tongue, but speak it clearly, effectively, fluently, without any flaws, without any breaks in between. So thank you very much, and subscribe our channel and like it and provide your valuable feedback. Meet you with our next video of Doctorate Voice. Signing off by Dr. D.V. Rao. Apart from this, next video lo daily, weekly కానీ డైలీ కానీ ఒక 2 days 3 days ఒకసారి కానీ మన డాక్టరేట్ వాయిస్లో ఈనాడు పేపర్ నుంచి ఎడిటోరియల్ చదవడం జరుగుతుంది. తెలుగులో ఈనాడు పేపర్లో వచ్చే ప్రామాణికమైన ఎడిటోరియల్స్ తీసుకొని అవి స్లోగా ఒక్కొక్క లైను చదువుకుంటూ వెళ్ళటం జరుగుతుంది. స్లోగా అంటే ఆడియో మాత్రమే వస్తుంది, మీరు హెడ్ ఫోన్స్ పెట్టుకొని ఆ ఆడియో వినొచ్చు. చాలామంది ఈ రోజుల్లో బిజీ అయిపోయి చదవాలంటే ఇబ్బంది పడుతున్నారు. అందరి దగ్గర మొబైల్స్ ఉంటున్నాయి, హెడ్ ఫోన్స్ ఉంటున్నాయి. ఈనాడు పేపర్లో ఆర్టికల్స్ వస్తుంటాయి, మంచి మంచి ఆర్టికల్స్ వస్తుంటాయి. తెలుగులో ఈనాడు ప్రామాణికమైంది, ఇంగ్లీష్లో హిందూ ఎలానో స్టాండర్డు, అందుకే హిందూ పేపర్ వాళ్ళు ఈనాడుతో టైప్ పెట్టుకుంటారు. ఈనాడులో వచ్చిన ఒక ఆర్టికల్ తీసుకొని ఆ ఆర్టికల్ని నేనేమీ అనాలిసిస్ ఇవ్వను, కంప్లీట్గా చదువుకుంటూ వెళ్తుంటాను. ఒక్కొక్క వర్డు 2 words ఎట్ ఏ టైం స్లోగా చదువుకుంటూ వెళ్తుంటాను. మీరు ఓపిక్గా వింటే దానివల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే లిసనింగ్ పవర్ పెరుగుతుంది, అండర్స్టాండింగ్ పెరుగుతుంది, మనకి దాని మీద పూర్తి అవగాహన వస్తుంది. మాతృభాషలో ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి స్లోగా చదువుతాను. అందుకని నా వీడియోస్ అన్నీ మీరు చూస్తే, అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే, నేను తెలుగులో కూడా ఒక 3 వీడియోస్ చేశాను స్కూల్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ మీద. ఇంగ్లీష్లో చేస్తున్న వీడియోస్ చూడండి. వాయిస్లో క్లారిటీ కానీ ఆ టెంపో కానీ అలానే ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఏ లాంగ్వేజ్ మాట్లాడినా అది క్లియర్గా మాట్లాడాలి, ఎదుటి వాళ్ళకి అర్థమయ్యేటట్టు మాట్లాడాలి. అదే కమ్యూనికేషన్. ఇక్కడ భాష కంటే కూడా ఆ భాషను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసేందుకు ఇదే విధానము, దాన్ని ఎదుటి వాళ్ళు అర్థం చేసుకునే విధానం అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. కాబట్టి నెక్స్ట్ మీరు త్వరలోనే ఒక ఆడియో రిలీజ్ చేస్తాను. అది పేపర్లో వచ్చిన ఒక ఆర్టికల్, ఎడిటోరియల్ ఆర్టికల్, ఎస్పెషల్లీ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి కానీ, చాలామంది పెద్దవాళ్ళకి చదవటం రాదు, రాయటం రాదు, కానీ వినే శక్తి బాగా ఉంటుంది, అద్భుతంగా మాట్లాడతారు, బాగా వింటారు. అలా వినాలనుకున్న వాళ్ళకి ఇది చాలా ఉపయోగపడుతుందని అనుకుంటున్నాను. ఫస్ట్ ఈనాడు పేపర్తో స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను. అలా అని మిగతా పేపర్లు చదవనంటే అన్ని పేపర్లో వచ్చే ఆర్టికల్స్ అన్ని, ఎడిటోరియల్స్ అన్నీ ఒక్కొక్కటి చదువుకుంటూ పోతాను. దీంతో పాటుగా ఇంగ్లీష్లో వచ్చే ఆర్టికల్స్, ఎడిటోరియల్స్ కూడా చదువుతాను, బోత్. ఆ తర్వాత తెలుగులో వచ్చే కొన్ని పర్సనల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ బుక్స్, నావల్స్ను కూడా ఓరల్ రీడింగ్ చేస్తాను. అలానే ఇంగ్లీష్లో వచ్చిన బుక్స్, నా ఫేవరెట్ బుక్తో స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను. నేను చిన్నప్పుడు చదివాను 8th క్లాస్ 9th క్లాస్లో. డేవిడ్ కాపర్ఫీల్డ్, చార్లెస్ డికెన్స్ రాసింది. అడ్వెంచర్స్ ఆఫ్ టామ్ స్క్వేర్, మార్క్ ట్వైన్ రాసిన అడ్వెంచర్స్ ఆఫ్ టామ్ స్క్వేర్ అనేది చాలా నాకు ఫేవరెట్ బుక్. అవి కూడా చదువుతాను ఓరల్ రీడింగ్ స్లోగా త్రూ మొబైల్ ద్వారానే. కాబట్టి ఇవి మిక్సప్ అయి వస్తున్నాయి. ఇంగ్లీష్ సపరేట్ ట్రాక్, తెలుగు సపరేట్ ట్రాక్. బట్ దోస్ హూ ఆర్ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్, లిసన్ టు దోస్ ఇంగ్లీష్, ఫోకస్ ఆన్ దట్ ఇంగ్లీష్. దోస్ హూ ఆర్ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ ఇన్ తెలుగు,